Okay, this is my final art project thing for art class. My name is Darren Catalane. The piece of artistic work that I have chosen for this particular final assignment, being about how the artwork that I have selected represents something that has been deemed, and I quote, the American experience, is quite an interesting one. The artwork that I have chosen is the Robert Gold Shaw Memorial. This piece of artwork was created by Augustus Saint Gaudens. Its construction was started in 1884 and it was unveiled in 1897. The piece of artwork is located in the city of Boston in the U.S. state of Massachusetts. There are a number of principles of art that are used in the Robert Gold Shaw Memorial. The weird depiction of a flying lady portrays emphasis because someone who is viewing the sculpture will be drawn to look at it. This lady is probably supposed to represent liberty due to the fact that this artwork was meant to commemorate General Shaw, who worked to end slavery in the South during the American Civil War. The principle of movement is also utilized in the artistic piece because the soldiers are depicted as marching instead of just standing. Variety is another principle used in the artwork because each of the soldiers in the art piece has a unique face instead of the artist just using the same face over and over again. This is important because it reminds the viewer that these soldiers each had an individual life. There are also a large variety of elements of art that are used as well. Texture is quite an obvious one, since this artwork is a relief sculpture. This has the effect of making the viewer feel more connected with the artwork and making it feel more real. This is important because this is, again, based on an event that really happened. The absence of color from the artwork should also be noted. This has the effect of making the our viewer making the viewer look at the intricate detail of the piece instead of trying to process a large number of colors. The element of form is also used because the form of this art piece, is a sculpture. Now, this artwork relates to the American experience in a big way. First, some background. This is because this artwork is based on parts of the American Civil War. Specifically, this artwork showcases General Robert Shaw leading the Massachusetts 54th Infantry and its sacrifice. The Massachusetts 54th Infantry is known for being one of the first Northern black regiments to serve in the American Civil War. Shaw and a large majority of the regiment died when they attempted to attack Fort Wagner in 1863. Funding for the creation of the sculpture began immediately after the battle by the surviving soldiers of the regiment. However, it would take multiple decades for enough money to be raised for the sculpture's creation. In 1884, the Monument Commission was given to Augustus St. Gaudens to be sculpted. In search of the full perfection for what he considered to be his masterwork, his sculpture, he labored for 11 years to create it. It was placed in Boston in front of the old voting place, ceremonial voting place, and that is where this artwork remains to this day. This artwork is significant in that it is the first civic monument to pay homage to the heroism of African American soldiers. It recently even underwent restoration, showing that people still care about it. And here's some sources.